It's Lou, OLP 365. Here in Southern California, raining. And it put me in a mood that I thought was the perfect time to introduce another path. And it's the path of repose. Some people call it relaxing, taking a vacation, meditate, chilling, taking it easy. All of that's repose. And basically what it means is just stopping what you do, disconnecting from the world, and giving yourself some peace. But during that time, you're just relaxing. And what happens, your body regenerates. Clarity starts to come to you because you're not thinking about anything. So all those thoughts that are swirling around kind of stop. And then you can see clearly. It recharges your battery. I've been working real hard this week. And now I'm starting to feel like I need some repose, some time out, some chill time, some relaxed time. So I'm driving along the highway here, but I'm in no rush. I got the car in cruise control, and I'm not thinking about anything. This is how you do what's called a walking meditation. Just chill. Nothing to think about. I'm not thinking about what I'm going to do when I get home, if I need to go to the market, what chores need to be done. I'm just being. And I do notice that all the thoughts that swirl around are starting to simmer down, and I can see. And just like a movie, I'm just watching it. So new ideas are starting to generate, and I'm watching them. I'm not thinking them through, I'm just watching them. And I'm starting to breathe. I'm breathing in through my nose, out through my mouth. And now I'm starting to feel. I can feel the third eye just relaxing. And now I just felt myself slip into an alpha state. Just feel the energy. Well, I'm going to stay in this state of mind for the rest of the evening. And I'm already thinking, I can see now. I'm going to go home, put on a fire, put some comfortable sweats on. I was going to work out tonight, but I'm going to listen to my body. I'm just going to relax. I mentioned how the 12 paths intersect. We have a path I haven't introduced yet. It's the spiritual path, or the spirituality path. That's where we talk about universal principles, your God, Jesus, whoever your supreme being is. You meditate. How you meditate to get there. How you visualize. Well, that's also a state of repose. So your repose path and your spiritual path intersect. Just like I told you, all these paths intersect. It isn't just one path and that's all you do. I can even feel a difference in how I'm presenting this video. I'm letting the thoughts occur rather than me thinking through. Just letting them occur. Now, when you go into a state of repose, it can also be a weekend getaway. That's repose. If you go down to the beach, walk on the beach, that's repose. I used to ride my motorcycle down the Pacific Coast Highway here in California. 2-3 hours. Start at 7 in the morning. Ride it all the way up to LA or Santa Barbara, or the other way into San Diego. And I was in a state of repose, just relaxing, chilling out. And you'll find as you do that you recharge, you regenerate, come up with new ideas. You clear the clutter. All those thoughts that keep swirling around kind of rest and you can see through. And then when these thoughts occur, you can meditate on them. You know, there's a deep meditation like yogis do, where you close your eyes and breathe 20 minutes. And then there's a walking meditation, like now, where I'm driving, you're awake, you can see things. And you let that idea just journey on. You just follow it. And you come up with all these insights and ideas as you do that. And I'm not jotting them down, I'm just watching them. And then the reality thoughts kick in, where you need to go home and fix this, you need to go do the laundry, you need to do this, you need to do that. And then I come in with my positive statement saying, I can do that later. Right now, my body wants to recharge. So then you listen to your body. And you feel it. You start to breathe. No labor, you're just breathing in. Exhaling out. And during this repose, you're also relieving stress, whatever stress accumulated today. You're releasing it. Sometimes when you take a vacation, that's repose. You're supposed to relax. Too many times, people go on vacation and they pack the days with activities. That's not a vacation. That's an excursion. Big difference. Years ago, I used to go to Maui, and all I went with was a pair of shorts, the tennis shoes, and the t-shirt I was wearing, and a windbreaker. That was my luggage. When I got to Maui, I went to the CVS or their local drugstore, and I picked up a little travel case that had toothpaste, a toothbrush, deodorant. I may have picked up a hat, some sunglasses, maybe another shirt, and I was set. And I walked the beach, strolled, rented a car and drove. People had asked where I was going. Nowhere. Get something to eat. Go back to the condo or hotel, wherever I was staying. Sit out by the pool or on the beach. When I came back, I was relieved. It took me 2 weeks to get up to speed because I was so relaxed. Now that's repose. Nothing wrong with excursions. I used to be an avid craps player in Vegas. Used to go twice a month. That wasn't repose. That was an excursion. That was activity. And I enjoyed it. But then I knew when I drove back or flew back, I knew how to get into a state of repose, relaxation, meditate. Now the spiritual path, the repose path intersect until I landed or came home. Repose is something you have to plan for. Now we're back to our planner. You have to plan it. Saturday, hiking, 6 a.m. Return, 7 a.m. That's it. And they're not doing anything. You're not taking papers. You're not answering calls. You're hiking. You're in the nature. You're in the wilderness. And you're letting your mind just go. All the thoughts settle, and you can just see what's ahead. That's what you do in a state of repose. So get your notebook, and you want to take these notes down. Repose is rest. Well, you're not resting if you're thinking, answering the phone, making phone calls, talking to people. You're not resting. Repose is very important, so you want to learn how to do it. I try to get a half hour after work when I get home and I'm in a state of repose. Make some tea and I disconnect. I don't answer phone calls. I don't get on the computer. I don't look at the mail. I just sit, enjoy the tea. Maybe I'll put some music on. And that's it for half an hour. I try to do that daily. It's a habit. And then I try to get some repose activity every weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, or both. Sometimes I go on a drive, 5 a.m. and I pick a direction or a highway, stay on it, and just go. I'm not going to any particular destination. I'm just letting the mind clear, driving along the way. When I get to where I'm going, I have something to eat. And then when I come back, I'm relaxed, I'm recharged. And then I can get into the laundry and fixing things and errands and things like that. The other thing you want to try to do is you want to schedule a 3-day weekend. And if you can't get Monday or Friday off, make Friday evening your first day of the 3-day weekend. You should schedule a 3 to 5 day getaway or mini vacation every 3 months. I try to do it seasonally. In the fall, I try to get 4 to 5 days in somewhere. In the spring, in the summer, and in the winter. Now, if you can coincide those with, if you're an avid skier, you can get 5 days off up to the slopes somewhere. Ski resort, great. Summertime, if you can go camping, great. So you can fit these in. You know, you might have time, or you might have a difficult time in the fall and the spring, but I'm sure if you kind of work it, you can. If you can do that, you're gonna have a good, healthy body and mind, attitude, strong spirit. All of this is part of the Optimum Life Path. And then, if it's possible, you want to get yourself away alone. No kids, no wife, no girlfriend. I try to do that every season. Don't know when, but I've been doing it so long that time works for me where I say, here, I'll do this. I'll do 2 days. If I have to do a business trip, I'll make that the repose time. Once I handle the trip, I'll stay where I'm at for 2 days and do nothing. Just me and a book or an Audible. And that's where I have no itinerary. I have no agenda. I'm just going to be. And if I want to go sit in a coffee shop for the whole day, that's what I'll do. I don't have any agenda, so I don't say, I didn't do anything today. That's the idea. That works wonders for you as a person, as a man. And then, in the same frame of repose, if you have hobbies, which you should have, that can be repose. I get up to the shooting range, I don't know, 3 or 4 times a year. And I get there about 6 a.m. and I stay for about 3 hours. That's repose. I'm in a state of repose. I'm relaxed. I'm focused on my activity. I'm going through the motions. Great day. Sometimes I ride horses. Same thing. I go to the stables early, feed them, muck the stalls, saddle them up. Sometimes I don't even ride them. I just take them on the trail and walk. Or I ride my motorcycle. Every once in a while, I don't have a boat. I used to have a boat, but I don't have a boat anymore. I used to take that out quite a bit. Just float on the water. Read a book, take a picnic lunch. That's all repose, gentlemen. Very important. You can't push and push and push and push and drive and drive and drive. Can't do it. You have to schedule in repose time. And it isn't just vacation, stuff with activities. It's not repose. So you want to learn to work that into your life. Your wife or girlfriend may not understand it. And then we're going to have to talk about that when we get to the relationship path. Because relationship isn't just about getting along with people. Sometimes it's about cutting people out. Sometimes it's about setting boundaries. Sometimes it's okay to let them know you're not okay. And when you start putting all these pieces in your life together, you're a healthy man. You're a solid man. Now remember, OLP 365 is about men, camaraderie of men, tribe of men, brotherhood of men. I'm addressing the 18 to 24-year-olds, the 24 to 45-year-olds, the 45 to 60-year-olds. We're in different phases of our lives, but the principles remain the same. Okay? This term came out the last 5 years, toxic masculinity. And that's if you were a man and you did manly things and you wanted to be head of the household and take charge. They were labeling that toxic. I never bought into that. Never. I never will. It's you being a man. That's all it is. You're fulfilling your DNA. That's it. Nothing more. Nothing more needs to be said. For a while there, people were saying, a marriage is a relationship. Yes, it's an equal partnership. No. I believe that a woman has her role and a man has his role. Now, I'm not saying women are incapable of fulfilling some of the activities of a man's role. That's fine. There's women that ride motorcycles, horses, they go to the shooting range. They can do all that. Nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make them a man. They're still female. They can participate in a lot of the same activities. If you're fortunate, they will. But if someone breaks into your home, you're expected to stand up, take charge, and protect. That's your role. If something goes sideways, it's the man's role to go out and get the food, forage, build a shelter. That's your role. I like the Tate brothers, those young men. They have the right idea. I don't particularly like the style in which they're presenting the information, but they have the right idea. They're young men taking charge. I didn't agree with a lot of the way they talk about how to be a man. The principles are there. You do want to be a well-groomed man. You want to be physically fit. You want to be successful. But I believe you can do all those things and still be calm, cool, and collected. I go to a boxing gym, and believe it or not, for me, that gives me repose. I work hard for 45 minutes to an hour. When I go home, I'm in a state of relaxation. My body is exhausted. I'm like, wow, this is very relaxing. I'm relaxed. Once I shower up, clean up, I'm like, man, this is awesome. So you got to push to get to this place. And that's part of being a man. So I'm talking about men, okay? Women are welcome to listen to the channel, participate, but I'm addressing men, and I'm making no apologies for it. Men need to step up again. We seem to have lost our way, and not just in the United States, but in Canada, England, Australia. I like to say we have to take our place at the table back. Yeah. We have to take our place back. And this is how you do it. The 12 paths are going to get you to that place you want to be. But it's going to take work on your behalf. Like here, Repose. I'm telling you what it is. You should be writing it down in your notebook. Now, you should be doing it. You should be scheduling time for repose. If you listen to this video, then say, well, when I get a chance, I'll do that. You missed the point. You missed the point. I'm deliberately making these videos where I'm speaking to you as if we were here in a conversation. I'm not polishing them up. I'm not adding clips. I'm doing the talking head version because it has to be said. Now, the follow-up, I'll put out some polished clips on Repose, how to relax, things like that. But that's just to remind you or give you ideas on what to do. But you have to do it. You can't say, oh, I don't have time for that. Then you miss the point. And all you're going to do is continue to develop the stress. You don't want that. So you want to learn to put your hobbies together. Once you start working these things, you'll see where your hobby fits in. You can have Repose while you're working one of your hobbies. One of my personal development goals is going to take sailing lessons. I want to buy a little skip. Just a small little two-seater, the little sail. Lido. I think it's called a Lido sailboat. And just get out in the bay and learn how to sail it. That's all. I'm not going to go across the ocean. I'm just going to be in the bay. That's my repose. Just relaxing, just learning how to do it. It'll also be part of my my personal development path. Now the paths are crossing again. Okay? If I buy the Lido boat, then my financial path is going to cross into it. So I hope you can see how all these paths intersect. And if you add this to it, this path is extremely important. Repose has to be part of your life. It's like working out. The diet, the workout, the cardio has to be part of your life. It has to be. Your spirituality has to be part of your life. Your meditation, your prayer. All that has to be part of your life. Your profession, your personal development has to be part of your life. You got to read this book. You got to acquire that skill. You got to learn this thing. You got to do that. You want to learn to play guitar. Those are all things that you got to do. It has to be part of your life. That's what's going to make you active. That's what's going to get you to the place you want to be as the man you want to be. So I'm coming up on my house here, and I'm gonna edit this video, and this will be the first time that I attempt to edit a video. I didn't know how to do this 6 weeks ago, but I've been practicing, and I think I got the idea. So I'm gonna put it out, and I'm gonna ask you to bear with me because these are all personal development goals. I've never done this before, but I'm going to. I don't know how to do it yet, but I'm going to know. I'm going to learn. Okay? And you should have the same attitude. So I'm driving into my driveway here, and I'm going to go put on a fire, put on some sweats, put on some music, and relax. And I'm going to be in repose. Nice talking with you. I'll see you in the next video.